Welcome, darlings, to Mansion After Dark, where the only thing hotter than the drama inside the mod mansion is the tea we're absolutely about to spill. I'm Belladonna Vale, your resident glam queen and chief truth teller.
And I'm Kael Reyes, ready to dig up every single piece of dirt and expose all the messy secrets from, oh my god, an explosive episode 2. Belladonna, you know we've been waiting all week to dive into this madness.
Absolutely, Kael. So much went down. I mean, from new faces strutting in to those shocking rankings. And let's not forget the absolutely vicious confessionals. Seriously.
Vicious is the word.
If you thought last week was chaotic, darling, you've seen absolutely nothing yet. This was next level.
We're going to unpack every single alliance, every backhanded compliment, and every single fight. Consider this your shortcut, okay? You'll be completely informed. No need to rewatch the horror show.
Okay, let's unpack this. First, we have to address the elephant in the mansion, or rather, the sim who isn't in the mansion anymore. Poof, gone.
Yeah, after episode 1, one of our contestants mysteriously vanished. They said, needed to return home for a family emergency.
A likely story.
And let's be real. His departure left Zodi completely scrambling. Remember how Zodi was practically kissing his boots last week? Total simp behavior.
Oh, totally.
Now he's starting from scratch, poor thing. But, hey, that cleared the way for some new blood.
Oh, honey, new blood indeed. And the producers, bless their messy hearts, decided 2 was better than 1. They brought in the fabulous Tyla and the, well, alluring Noir Monroe.
Okay, let's break them down. Tyla, party animal, self-absorbed and passionate. Apparently prefers exclusive relationships, but is here to make alliances. Make it make sense.
Right. The math isn't mathing there.
And then there's Noir Monroe, sociable, jealous, romantic, and alluring. She likes attention, she flirts like it's her job, and she does not mind taking your man. Watch out, mansion.
And here's where it gets really interesting, Kael. These 2 didn't even know each other before they arrived, okay? And their first impressions were not sugar and spice.
Not even close.
Noir thought Tyla was egocentric, like immediately. And Tyla. She said Noir was, and I quote, a little too clingy for her taste. Ouch.
I was literally picturing them in the limo together. Bad Girls Club style, plotting to be 2 peas in a pod, ride or die.
Totally. Holding hands, ready to take over.
And then, bam, instant beef, just immediate dislike. You know what that means for the mansion, Belladonna?
Oh, I know. Instant drama. Delicious.
Exactly.
Moving on, darling, to the moment we were all practically vibrating, waiting for the rankings. The votes were tallied, minus our vanished friend, of course. System was simple. 5 points for first, down to 1 for fifth, easy peasy.
And the results. Honey, it was a shocker. A legit shocker. We had a tie for top influencer.
A tie.
Mookie and Forrest. Tied at the top.
Can we please talk about Mookie's reaction? He looked genuinely pissed about having to share the top spot, like personally offended.
Oh, he was fuming. You could see it.
Yeah.
And Forrest, she was not feeling sharing it with, quote, the old man. The disrespect, the ageism, it's rampant.
So unnecessary. Below them, okay, we had Salami in third, then Zodi looking relieved, and Diona was just happy not to be last, which, fair enough.
But our boy Lumen. Oh, poor Lumen! He landed dead last, rock bottom.
And the immediate fallout, Kael, it was instant. Mookie wasted 0 time, turned right to Lumen and told me needed to start doing the laundry just because he was last.
Petty. Just pure, unadulterated pettiness.
Yeah.
But honestly,
so expected from Mookie at this point, right?
textbook Mookie, darling. But let's not forget the other connections brewing. Zodi, bless his desperate heart, developed this instant attraction to Noir, like laser focus.
Instant is an understatement. The man shaved his entire beard off just to impress her. Belladonna, can you even believe the levels of simping we are witnessing? It's almost painful.
It's a choice, a bold choice. We'll see if it pays off, I guess. Probably not.
Probably not.
No. Okay, deep breaths, everyone. This is the juicy part. The absolute 5-star, Michelin-rated tea. The confessionals. Everyone had something to say, and darling, they did not hold back. Oh, finally, let's start with Tyla. She came in hot, guns blazing. Said she was not really feeling Noir right off the bat.
Not feeling her is putting it mildly.
Right. Called her naked, attention-seeking, and hella clingy, and then she dropped this gem. Noir's behavior just left a bad impression in my mouth. Girl, you just got there. Slow your roll.
The audacity. Speaking of impressions, Mookie and Salami both had major issues with Diona, like huge.
Oh, yeah. Pookie basically said he wants her gone because she's scary and always on his ass. Claimed he couldn't even throw his dirty clothes around freely with her there. The horror.
The absolute horror and salami. He flat out said Deanna almost killed him with her illness, which, okay, dramatic much, and had no remorse, calling her stanky. Stanky. The animosity is just thick. You could cut it with plastic sport.
But Deanna, our queen of chaos, our agent of anarchy, she gave it right back, didn't she? Especially to Zodi. Oh, she went in.
She really did. Called him out for getting too comfortable, for thinking he runs shit, for getting everybody sick. Valid point, actually.
Totally valid.
And burning down the house. Remember the fire? And then she topped it off, saying her fist told that to him when it punched him straight and dead in his face.
WHOA. Okay, that's not just tea, Belladonna. That's a whole damn tea party gone nuclear. Punched him.
I mean, did she actually punch him? The cameras didn't show it, but the implication, the drama.
The threat alone. And Noir, she wasn't quiet either. She called out Forrest for trying to fight her over a bed. A bed. Said Forrest needs to fix her attitude because there's a new Barbie in town.
The nerve. Claiming the Barbie title day one.
And Forrest wasn't having any of it. Called Noir disgusting for getting into her bed with her nasty ass. Honestly, the level of petty in this mansion is just, it's breathtaking. Off the charts.
It's truly an art form at this point. We also saw alliances starting to, bubble up. Forrest and Lumen seem to be bonding, maybe over being outsiders.
Could be. And Mookie and Zodi, the OG alliance, maybe. Trying to cling together. And let's not forget Mookie's sudden midlife crisis. What is with the photography and fitness obsession? Like, out of nowhere.
Maybe trying to impress Forrest. Or just trying to feel young again. Who knows? But what does this all mean for you, the watcher, the poor soul trying to keep track?
It means every conversation, Belladonna. Every look, every interaction, every tiny little slight. It's all building towards something huge, something epic. These Sims are not holding back, honey, and it's honestly captivating watching them just unravel.
Completely unravel. And just when you thought it couldn't get any crazier.
Oh, there's more.
After all that drama, every single Sim received an ominous letter. Ominous doesn't even cover it. It read, "The house was already cracking. I just invited the wrecking balls."
Goosebumps.
A shadow and a spotlight just walk through the door. One watches, one blinds. You thought the game started last week. That was orientation. Get out.
Now we see who's built for the storm and who's about to get swept. Chills, Belladonna. Actual chills. This changes everything. Who sent that?
Right. Was it production? Was it another Sim? A ghost.
Yeah.
And a shadow and a spotlight. Is that Tyla and Noir? Which is which?
Has to be them, right? One watches, one blinds. Tyla seems more watchful, maybe. Noir is definitely the spotlight, demanding attention. But, wow. And to top it off, Mookie and Forrest are tied top influencers. They're now in charge of the next rankings. And they'll be safe from elimination.
Oh, playing favorites already, giving the power couple immunity, of course.
Subtle strategic move.
Yep.
And going forward, there will be 2 Sims at the bottom and only 1 crowned influencer. The stakes just went through the roof.
So friendships are going to be tested even more. Alliances will crumble. Betrayals incoming. I can feel it.
You've got to wonder who sent that letter, though. Seriously.
Yeah.
Is it someone inside the mansion playing puppet master? Or someone outside pulling the strings? Who is the shadow and who is the spotlight? It really makes you think, based on everything we've seen, all this chaos, who do you think is truly built for the storm in that mod mansion? Who's going to survive this?
Well, darling, that was another absolutely wild ride through the mod mansion. Episode 2 delivered all the drama, the petty squabbles, and the shocking reveals we could have ever dreamed of, and more.
So much more. It's clear alliances are forming and crumbling faster than we can track them. And those new girls, Tyla and Noir, shaking things up just like we predicted. Maybe even more.
Oh, hey, I think our listeners got something to say.
Hi. My name is Marcia, and I really love you guys' podcast, Mansion After Dark. But something that I noticed that you guys do, like, quite a bit, you guys will pronounce Damona's name as Diona, and that's, like, incorrect. So her name is pronounced the way it's spelled. It's pronounced Damona, you know? So I just want to let you guys know. And I had a question. I just was wondering, who are you guys' favorites in the mansion? Like, who is Belladonna's favorite and who is Kael's so far, and why?
Marcy, thank you so much for tuning in. We absolutely love having you with us.
Yes, thank you for being here. We really appreciate you joining in.
And first, a huge thank you for the pronunciation correction on Damona.
Yes, thank you. We try our best.
We truly appreciate you keeping us on our toes. It helps us keep the tea absolutely accurate.
Absolutely, darling. And as for our favorites in the mansion, that's a brilliant question.
It's always tough when you're watching these reality shows. You definitely pick your favorites.
Belladonna, have to say, my favorite right now is probably Demona.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, she just embodies pure chaos, darling.
She certainly keeps things interesting,
She doesn't hold back, speaks her mind, and frankly, she brings the drama.
which we all secretly love.
Exactly, and for me, that's captivating television. Plus, she's resilient.
She's definitely been through a lot in the house.
With all the accusations about getting everyone sick and punching Zodi.
Speaking of Zodi, Kael, am actually a bit drawn to him.
Oh, really? Tell me why.
I find his journey from trying to be everyone's friend to now scrambling to be quite fascinating.
He's certainly trying.
He's desperate for connection, and it makes him unpredictable.
That's a fair point. He's a wild card.
And honestly, his decision to shave his beard for Noir was a moment.
A moment, indeed. We'll see how that plays out for him.
Hey, so you said my name wrong. My name's actually Marsha. I appreciate you guys for answering my last question. I do feel like you guys didn't really mention your thoughts on the fight between Demona and Zodi that much throughout your episode, and I was wondering what your like detailed thoughts on that was.
Marcy, thank you so much for correcting us. We truly apologize for getting your name wrong. We want to make sure we get it right.
Yes, Marcy, thank you for letting us know, and you are so right to call us out on that.
And you've hit on something really important about Demona and Zodi, the fight between them.
It's true. We touched on it, but we can absolutely dive deeper.
What's fascinating here is how much their individual confessionals actually reveal about that whole confrontation.
Because Zodi, in his confessional, he was absolutely furious.
He felt Demona was getting too comfortable, that she thought she ran shit.
And he even implied he'd smack the shit out of her if she got in his face again.
Which is quite intense, even for a Sims reality show.
And then Demona, in her confessional, she completely owned it.
She said, Zodi's getting too comfortable, but I handled him.
And she explicitly mentioned punching him straight in the face.
So it wasn't just a squabble, it was a physical confrontation.
What really stands out is Demona's focus on him starting the fire.
She kept saying, who does that? Who just goes outside after starting a fire?
It shows her primary grievance was really about the fire, not just the personal slight.
This raises an important question. Was the fight about the fire or just personal animosity?
Based on their confessionals, it seems like the fire was the catalyst.
But the underlying tensions between them were already simmering.
Their relationship definitely seems to be beyond repair after that.
Which makes perfect sense given the intensity of their comments.
It's those deeper, unaddressed issues that often explode in reality shows.
And that's precisely what happened between Demona and Zodi.
Thank you so much for bringing that up, Marcia. It really adds another layer.
Your insights always make this more fun for us, so please keep chiming in.
Sorry. I have another question for you guys. Between the new, the new entries to the house, Noir and Tyla, like who do you guys like the most, and who do you dislike the most? And I want an answer from both of you. I'm very curious because like they both brought like very similar but also like extremely drastically different energy, right? So like I'm just so curious to know what you guys think. Thank you. That's my last question, I promise.
Marcy, please, no apologies needed. We absolutely love your questions.
Seriously, you never have to apologize for engaging with us. This is exactly what we love.
And that's a fantastic question about Noir and Tyla, the new entries.
They definitely shook things up immediately.
Okay, I'll go first. When it comes to Tyla, I appreciate her party animal aspiration.
She seemed to be all about having fun and making alliances.
But then there's that self-absorbed trait.
Yeah, and Noir's take on Tyla being egocentric makes you wonder.
Exactly. I find myself disliking Tyla a bit more.
Really? Why is that?
Because even though she's meant to be a party starter, there's a disconnect.
She wants to connect, but also seems very focused on herself.
That underlying self-absorption can breed a lot of subtle conflict.
That's fair. I can see that.
Now, for Noir, her sociable and romantic traits make her intriguing.
She's also described as alluring and likes attention.
What's fascinating here is her immediate clash with Tyla.
Noir feels Tyla's egocentric, while Tyla finds Noir clinging.
I actually find myself liking Noir more.
Interesting. Tell us why.
While she's jealous, her desire for attention and sociability feels more upfront.
It's like what you see is what you get with her.
She's clear about what she wants, even if it's drama.
I totally get that. For me, I actually like Tyla more, at least initially.
Oh, really? Why Tyla over Noir?
Her party animal trait and weak immune system just make her feel more human.
The weak immune system is definitely a relatable touch, especially after all the sickness.
Right, and she's immune to meningitis, which is a hilarious detail.
That's true, a specific immunity.
I dislike Noir more because of her immediate jealousy and flirtatiousness.
She seemed to create tension right away.
And Forrest's accusation that Noir tried to fight her over a bed was pretty wild.
So Tyla for the relatable, fun-loving vibe, and Noir for the instant drama.
Yeah, their dynamic is definitely something to watch.
And you're right, they brought very similar yet drastically different energies.
Noir is sociable and romantic, seeking attention and flirting.
While Tyla is a party animal, self-absorbed and passionate.
It's those subtle differences that make their interactions so compelling.
This raises an important question for the mansion. How will these new personalities affect alliances?
And will they just stir up more conflict with existing housemates?
We'll keep an eye on that. I can barely wait to see what fresh hell awaits us next week.
Make sure you're ready to dive into the next episode with us. We'll be right here, Belladonna Vale, champagne glass firmly in hand, ready to dissect every single messy moment.
And I'll be here, Kael Reyes, digging for even more dirt and making sure absolutely no shady detail goes unnoticed. Until next time, stay messy, Mod Mansion.
Stay messy, darlings!